Hello, friends from Five Reasons. We're back again now to talk about the Miami Heat. We have a new guy now, Ethan Skolnick. New
New
outfit.
guy.
Yeah,
New shirt.
new outfit and everything. Kendrick Nunn is back, finally. He's back from the injury. A week with a lot of good news for the Miami Heat. First Butler making the All-Star, then Bam Adebayo making the All-Star too as a reserve. And then both Tyler Hero and Kendrick Nunn making the Rising Stars game. So a lot of good news for the Miami Heat this week, and now this game against the Orlando Magic. We beat him already here in Miami, the first game after Kobe Bryant's death, and now we're going to Orlando trying to get that win over there, which has been a little difficult place to be for the Miami Heat.
Yeah, a few good things this week. I mean, the only guy who got snubbed out of all the Heat players was Duncan Robinson. It appears that Bam Adebayo is going to be in the skills competition. I had asked him about a week ago, and I'm surprised nobody had asked him before this, whether he wanted to do it. He said if he was picked, he would. He didn't seem to know much about it at the time. I guess he knows more about it now. But, so, yeah, they're going to have 5 guys up there. And the other good news for the Heat is that they didn't get the 2 spot in the East. Toronto did, so Eric Spoelstra can go spend time with his children instead of having to go up to Chicago. The other good news you forgot to mention, Alejandro,
Yes.
5 Reasons Sports will be well represented in Chicago. We got credentials for myself, Nikias Duncan, and Alex Toledo. Working on a 4th. Almost got a 4. I'll let you know. We got 3 at the Super Bowl tomorrow with me and Craig Davis and Chris Kaufman. So we'll have the biggest contingent in South Florida. I can guarantee it. No other outlet's going to send more than 1 up to Chicago. So we'll have the most coverage up there, which we should, because I think we're becoming the Heat authority, hopefully. But as far as tonight goes,
what are you expecting from the Heat tonight?
Yeah, as far as tonight, sorry, just tooting our own horn. As far as tonight goes, Kendrick Nunn being back is big. I think that sometimes you have to have a player out for a little while to appreciate that player. I think in Kendrick's case, we did. I think Kendrick.
Not too much time though. Not like Justice. That's a little bit.
No, well, who?
Justice
I don't know. Not familiar. I'd like to be familiar. They desperately miss his defense, but I mean, there's no update after 2 weeks. There was supposed to be an update, so I keep saying, and I've said for weeks now, that at some point there's just going to be a press release. I don't have a good feeling about it, but I would say when you look at Kendrick Nunn, to me, Kendrick Nunn is Dion Waiters with some training wheels. You're not going to have the Dion coaster here. Kendrick plays. I think my colleague Alphonse Sidney has said it best. The difference between Dion Waiters and Kendrick Nunn is Kendrick Nunn is a scorer. He goes off on his own sometimes, but it is within the confines of the offense. He doesn't blow up the offense. Although they're a plus with Dion on the court, the problem with Dion on the court is their assist-to-turnover ratio is terrible because all the ball movement stops. So if you get something good from Dion, it's like I've been saying, what goes up must come down. And I think we've seen that in his minutes. So I think getting Kendrick Nunn back in there, having Dragic healthy, having Jimmy back healthy, they have enough perimeters now that I don't think he needs to go to Dion unless they're down 20 and they need a spark, which honestly for this team, and it's nothing against Dion, I know people think with Dion here, I think Dion can help some teams in the NBA right now. I don't think the Heat is one of them. And that's kind of what I say consistently about this.
And I'm talking about Dion, and now that the trade deadline is coming up, we have just a few days. We just a few days. You think something's going to happen with the Miami Heat? They're going to try to trade somebody? They can trade somebody?
Yeah, it's not even a week and a half. It's about a week. No, I think that I think it's going to be quiet, to be honest. Now, I'm not totally sure about that. I do think, and I know it's a terrible thing to say, I think that Kobe's death kind of took the steam out of some of this. I think there were teams, from what I had heard, there was some stuff floating around, none of the real big names, but maybe some minor moves the teams were going to make. But I think business stopped for about 3 days. So now I think everybody was kind of waiting for the exhale, the Kobe ceremony in Los Angeles. Now that you had that yesterday, I wouldn't be surprised if a bunch of general managers kind of got back to work today. So we'll see what happens over the next few days. I think what's interesting about the trade deadline, Alejandro, is there are really 2 competing forces here. There's 2021, which everybody wants to have space for, right? For Giannis, for Kawhi, for Oladipo, right? But there's also the idea that this year is kind of wide open. Like, okay, the Bucks look really good.
Anybody can win this year.
Anybody can win. But, well, the Bucks are really good, but they're also vulnerable, I think. If you look, they lost again to a team with great three-point shooting the other night. That's been their Achilles heel. I think that you can get them that way. And then the Lakers are really good, but they still seem to be missing a piece. And then there's also the issue of when does Anthony Davis get hurt, right? Does LeBron break down? So I think that there are other teams around the league, whether you're a Toronto, a Philadelphia, or Boston, a Denver, a Utah, a Clippers. The Clippers can't really do much, but I think you look at all those teams and the Heat, and you say, is there one move that we can make that can make us a contender? So I think you have these two competing forces: general managers who don't want to really do anything because they don't want to jeopardize 2021, but also they may be enticed if Drew Holiday's thrown out there. But again, you look at the Pelicans; they're probably going to make the playoffs now, the way Zion's playing. So are they going to trade Drew? Washington can't trade Beal. San Antonio still pushing for a playoff spot, so they moved Aldridge and DeRozan. My guess is, with all these factors at play, I think it's going to be quiet.
No many movements for the Miami Heat, who are coming back to their normal starting five. Tonight we have Kendrick Nunn coming back, Duncan Robinson, Myers Leonard.
Wait, that's not their normal starting five. Wait.
Let me check real quick.
Hold on. I see Derrick Jones Jr. in there. What's with Jimmy?
Oh, yeah. It was my mistake editing. So Jimmy Butler.
Okay. Jimmy's starting. All right. They're back to their normal starting five. Alejandro is not. That's fine.
Here. I got it.
All right, throw it in there.
Give me a second.
This is what happens when we do 2 episodes.
Because I edited in the other one. No, here it is. The normal one. Kendrick
Butler, Adebayo, Myers Leonard, Duncan Robinson, Kendrick Nunn. They're all back.
There you go.
Dragic back off the bench. As usual, Hero back to the bench, where I think he's better suited at this stage.
Yeah.
We may see Olynyk a little bit tonight. And obviously with Orlando, Aaron Gordon's really good. But Fournier and Vucevic are the 2 guys that always kill the Heat.
So no waiters for you today?
We'll talk soon, Alejandro. I don't think so.
No waiters experience for us tonight. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully the Miami Heat can beat the Orlando Magic. This could be a series in the playoffs. So
it could be. It could be. 2-7 potentially. I don't think the Heat's going to end up at 2, but yeah, I think at 2-7. I think we're looking more at Heat Indiana. That's my prediction in the playoffs.
All right. Okay. So go enjoy the game and see you guys later. Are you guys potting tonight?
Not tonight. We're going to pod tomorrow late after the Super Bowl.
After the Super Bowl, and yes, tomorrow we're going to have 3 people going to the Super Bowl. So we're going to be doing live from
the
Hard Rock Stadium. So be aware.
Who's playing? I forgot. Who's playing?
San Francisco and Kansas City. I want Kansas City to win.
Me too.
All right.
Especially because I put money on BetDSI. Go to BetDSI.com. Use the promo code 5101.
There you go.
There you
are.
All right.
Place your bet. See you later.